Today, I take my 1965 Toyota Corona, I weld the diff, and I see how well it slides. It is a manual transmission, so that should give me an advantage. It's super light and it's got decent power, so we'll see what it does.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. This thing drives awesome. It kind of drifts. Well, the consensus is it's got enough power to spin the tires, but the tires don't both spin. It is an awesome car, and I would love to keep it original, but it is just a bit too far gone. It's got rust all down both sides. The trunk lid's all smashed in. The fuel tank's out of it. The interior is not great. So pop this rear diff out. We're gonna weld it up, and I think we're gonna have a lot more fun with this thing. So now that it's up on jack stands, now we gotta get to tearing this rear axle apart. Now let's go ahead and get these screws out that hold the drums on. And now that we've got this part, you can see that through that hole, you can see the nuts that hold the axle in. Go ahead and crack this drain plug. And that is actually remarkably clean fluid. Now it's time to go ahead and pull all these nuts for the axle. After fighting this axle for quite some time, I learned that it is a press-in axle, and I do not have a slide hammer, so this is what I'm using, and it works. Jump on the other side, do that, then I can pull the differential bolts, pull the diff out, and we can get to welding it. Okay, there we go. I got the differential out, and you can see this thing is just tiny, like literally the size of my hand. So it's kind of funny. It's definitely not going to be good for a lot of power. It's looking like it might be a little bit of a pain to weld that. I got to weld in that hole right there. If you didn't know, in here are the spider gears, is what they are called, and they are what allow your differential to have two different wheels spinning at the same time in different directions. You can see them spinning in there. When you weld a differential, you're welding those gears together. All right, so we got her all welded up. Coated this differential in a good layer of RTV. And all right, we got the Corona off the jack stands. We got it on its own weight. We got the diff welded. We got it full of differential fluid. And there's only one way to see if this thing truly has a welded differential now. Oh God, I love this car. I cannot wait to take it out tomorrow. we're leaving that dirt lot, and I am absolutely impressed. The dirt's just too easy for it. So we're gonna go take it and see how it does on some pavement. So as was happening when we were on the dirt, the oil pressure light was coming on quite a bit in those donuts on the pavement. So I just want to check it out and see what's going on, make sure there's oil in here, how much oil, and maybe overfill it and see if that problem goes away. Huh. Well, knowing that, I'm gonna go ahead and throw a couple quarts of Shell Rotella in there, make sure we get proper lubrication, and next time we take this thing out, hopefully that oil light doesn't come on. Next week, we'll take this thing, we'll take it up some windy roads, we'll get a little bit more into it, and maybe we'll see if this fixed the oiling issue. If not, we might not be able to do too much, as I don't want to just blow this thing up, but I do have big plans for this car, and so far it is just blowing my expectations out of the water. If you want to see more, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you want to see. We'll get her done.